I don't know if any of those videos are gonna come, but if you look behind me, you'll see Jolly Rogers, and I just destroyed that place. I had it all: walleye, perch, mushrooms, fish tacos. I destroyed that place. Been a minute since we've been on here. Me and Lou still been up to stuff, but we've had so many babies be born and so much going on, we just haven't had time to get with the program. So maybe we'll throw a few clips of some stuff we've been up to and show you what we're doing today. Get away from that rhetoric. You got your alfalfa hair going on today, so I'll stick you up in the middle. Blue eyes, you like the outside. Yeah, you like the outside. Just take me to the outside. That's where I want to be. Show me some birds, Pap. Show me some birds and show me some deers and show me some bears, and Pap will take you to the waterfall. Yeah. You like it? You like it up there? You like it up there in the high place? Pappy's thirsty. Pappy's thirsty. You and Grandma go turn the up water on for Pap. Of course, you know, anybody who knows the family knows we've had Mr. Jet with us for about a month now, a little over a month. Miss Millie's about 2 weeks old, a little over 2 weeks old. So we've been a little baby crazy. And Heidi, whew, she'll be pushing 4 months soon. That's crazy. And the Will Young, that's crazy. But what a celebration we've been having. And Melissa and I just went up to Port Clinton area on our little bird watching vacation. I tell you what, we work hard on that vacation. We enjoy looking at the birds, but we walk a lot of miles, and it's from sunrise to sunset every day, hardcore going at it. It ain't for the weak, I can tell you. Although there's a lot of people there that make me wonder about the shape I'm in, because some of these older people are getting things done, and old Craig he's thinking, man, my muscles hurt. How are they getting along with all that cane and this and that? And, well, they can barely move, but they're out there pushing. Of course, they don't got the hills that we got. But for me, by the time Melissa and I start in the morning, get back in the evening, get something to eat, settle down, we have put in a full day. And we wrung that sucker dry. I can tell you, we had 150 couple species over the the 4 or 5 days we were up there. A couple just superb mornings at one place that we really like. We had 92 species in about 3 hours at this one place. I mean, we were just in heaven. So, give you a little bit of update on that. Talk about what's going on. We've just been enjoying life and enjoying this sunshine. I had to put my wide brim hat on because yesterday I came out here in what I thought was an emergency. Turned out not to be an emergency, luckily, but I didn't wear my little hat, and I don't have the hair that I once had. So that's a little hard on the head. Woke up this morning and said, that's a little bit ouchy up there. I better put my bandana on to catch the sweat and wear my wide brim to keep some of that sun off of me. So let's enjoy this day. Let's get out there, feed some critters, move some critters. Got to go dump the dump trailer and take it to Caitlin and Tristan's. Their garage got smashed by a tree. I think Tristan pretty much has it picked up and ready to load at this point. So let's get busy, y'all. What's up, Lulu? You find that groundhog yet? We killed a groundhog the other day. And she knows there's one living in this building. So she's trying to get it too. We'll send that to Miss Helen. And while we were out birding last week, I just got to thinking about my childhood, my kids' childhoods, my grandparents' childhoods, my grandkids' childhood, and wondered how different those things might be as we continue in this society. I mean, certainly I raised my kids different than I was raised, not because of anything wrong, but just because of the way society is. When I grew up, I'd get up in the morning, and for a few summers, my mom probably didn't know where I was the entire day, as we could just go out in the woods and play. And I had daughters, and they were into different things, but I wouldn't have thought about just letting them go play. They'd have probably been safe, but that's just not the world we have now. And now my grandkids, I'd love for them to grow up in a place where they can explore. I mean, we've got this here. I mean, they can explore all this, and there's land that they can explore all over. But you just wonder. I mean, Melissa and I get such a kick out of sunrises and sunsets and in a given marsh at a given time. Will they appreciate it? Would they get it? I hear the bobolinks calling here behind me in the fields, and you can look up a bobolink if you want, but they fly all the way to Argentina and back to here. And they'll be here for just, I don't know, the first one I think I recorded was on May the 1st here. So May the 1st, if you see them into August, you're doing pretty good. I mean, usually by September 1st here, they're pretty much packed up and gone back to Argentina. So all that traveling time, spending a little bit of time here and flying back. The bobolink is one of my favorite traveling stories. Just this bird, my college professor, Kevin Dodge, calls them the R2D2 bird because of the way their call is just that jumbled, mechanical, computerish sound. Just this little black bird with these yellow and white, spots and streaks and feathering on it. And I'm lucky enough that they nest in the field right there behind me and across the road. But this field's it's just been wonderful. I always try to convince whoever makes the hay there to wait till after June 15th, give them plenty of time to nest. But will anybody appreciate that? I think we see that people are moving to enjoy natural things. I mean, there were so many people out looking at birds and enjoying that type of thing. It's a cow. It's a cow. Woo, cow. Come on. Ooh, shocked myself. Come on, cow. Let's go. Oh, cow. Oh, cow. Let's go, cow. Come on. Come on, cow. Let's go. Come on, cow. Come on, wide open. There you go, ladies. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, girls. It's a cow. It's a cow. It's a cow. Just need one of you to make a move. They aren't playing that game today. They must already have their bellies full, so the green grass isn't so enticing. Usually they're waiting for you to come up through there, but, I like watering my cows. Is anybody else going to have an appreciation for just standing there enjoying their cows for a minute? Or, like I said, who's going to enjoy that cacophony of sound that comes from, one of the marshes up on Lake Erie, or my wife and I have discovered Bombay Hook this year. So we go to Bombay Hook. Is anybody gonna appreciate that? Girl, you need to have this baby or you're gonna be burst. Go on. Because we live in a time now, but we get all this technology, and we have technology, and this isn't any anti-technology thing. I'm on a phone. I don't use bird books anymore. I have plenty of bird books, but I use birding apps. I use the Sibley Guide for birds. It's just easy for me to access. It's part of the way I learn. I used to carry that bird book in my back pocket or tucked in the back of my shorts. Now I've got my phone right there. I keep the birding journal on my phone. Don't go that way, Summer. Keep the birding journal on my phone. There you go. Running into that fresh grass. Let's go, girl. Let's go. So I keep that birding journal on my phone through eBird. The Merlin app, if you're not good with bird sounds, the Merlin app is just remarkable at collecting those sounds and telling you what you're hearing. It's not 100% reliable, but it's pretty good. I mean, they don't miss too many, I can tell you that. It's really, really good. So this isn't an anti-technology thing. This is just a wondering where we are, because we have all this VR technology and this AI, and I'm not a fearmonger. I've seen plenty of apocalyptic movies. I see how things end, But so I'm not a fear monger as far as it goes with this AI technology, but I think it certainly is something to be concerned about. I think at this point it seems to be moving faster than we can keep up with. Are parents going to be able to keep up with this AI technology? I listened to some interviews where students and professors and teachers debated, you know, the the authenticity of a paper. How are we going to know whether a real person wrote it or they asked Chat GPT or some AI program to write it for them? And I think that's something that we just don't know yet. There's scams being made through phone calls and all sorts of official documents that are being created through artificial documents that are being created, and probably official documents being created through AI technology. And I think there's just going to be this craving for real. I'm sure some of us have Kindles. I have the Kindle app. I've had Kindles, but I never could replace the feeling of a paper book in my hand. A real live book in my hand is much more rewarding to hold. I still do plenty of reading and plenty of research through the computer, through digital means, but to read a book is still more rewarding. And I try to average one book a month. And I have some kind of thing in my brain that doesn't really allow me to read nonfiction. I'd like to be able to. I see all these nonfiction books that I'd like to read, but I just can't seem to get into it. I feel like I'm cheating myself if I'm not reading something educational. But I like a lot of nonfiction. I like a lot of fiction stuff. It's clicking in my brain. But anyway, the idea of something real with this AI and VR, and I mean, there's this VR. Pretty soon, video games are going to be really comprehensive in VR. There are a lot of them, but I mean, they advertise this VR football game that I love to play Madden. I love NCAA football, and this VR game where you got the vision of being on the field, being the quarterback or whatever. Boy, that's going to be exciting to do that. That's going to be fun, but nothing can replace this sound. I know, Craig, what are you, a crackhead? It's just cows eating grass. Well, if you get it, you know. I can hear the bobolinks. I can hear the house sparrows, the field sparrows. It's a little later in the morning now, so things have calmed down a bit. But if you come out here in the morning, there are tons of things calling, tons of things advertising their presence. That's real to me. To be in a tree stand in the fall. Check out this grass line. The last few days, yesterday, rolling right into this fresh grass here. And they'll just trim it right down. And by the end of today, they'll have this the same way. So we can adjust whether or not we need to make it smaller or bigger. And then we'll move over here. And by the end of the summer, these things will be just booming. Some of those areas down there where the sheep grazed earlier and where these cows have been are already bursting at the seams with grass. So we probably have overgrazed a little bit in the last few years, but we'll do a better job moving this year and get this grass back into that lush, thick stuff that we want to see. Fatten these girls up and get them ready to feed their babies. If Maybelline doesn't drop soon, she may burst. So she's looking like she's ready anytime. 26 in summer, they're ready to roll. Miss B is a year old, so she's got some growing. What's going to be real? What's going to be real in the world? Got all this technology around us. Are people going to be swallowed up with fake activities? Or is there going to be this this resistance similar to the Kindle and reading devices like that? Is there going to be a resistance like that? Or are people just going to be, well, like one of those movies, they're just drawn into all this technology and social media? I'm on social media. Don't think that this is just some blanket statement against all of these things. I just wonder how we're going to control it and how we're going to raise our young people now to enjoy the feeling of a fresh breeze across your face. I'm sure there's still plenty of us out there, but you got to remember, we're blessed with this. Not everybody lives in this. We visit a populated area and we wonder how they live. They don't have the outside. I can walk outside into a park. Most of the people who listen to me are going to be able to walk outside into a park. A lot of other people don't have that. They have to go somewhere to be in the outside, to be in nature, to really appreciate what God's put before them in this creation.